Welcome back into the Enrichment Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. They're closing in on 40 years. We're happy to be here for year 11. I think they're in year 37, Madisonville Marine. There is no better place to buy a boat. You get that kind of repeat business because of customer service. Not just the selection, not just the pricing, but the customer service. If you have any kind of issue with the boat you buy down there, new or used, you can take it right back to them and they will work on it for you. They do a tremendous job of standing by any boat they sell. You deal with Madisonville Marine, you will be happy that you did so. Take it from me. All right. I want to welcome in the next wave of the show. It's going to be like a hockey game from here on out. Everybody in and out. Sterling Hinton, former Vol quarterback, is here. Shazon Bradley, former Vol defensive lineman, is here. Mike Strange, Knoxville News Sentinel. Chuck Cavaleris covered the Vols for 120 years now.
Yes, 117.
All right, guys. In this segment, we're gonna play to everybody's strengths. We got the ex-players. We got Pearl over here.
Hey.
I'm going to let you guys just talk about the positives. What positive things did you see from last night? Then the mean media is going to give you the negatives, and I want to see if if you guys disagree at all. But Sterling, I'll start with you guys. You guys can start with the positives. Okay. What did you take away from yesterday's game that was a positive?
Well, I want to speak about something that happened pre-game.
All right.
It was a true example of class by our Tennessee Volunteers. And this is pre-game.
All right.
By head coach, Coach Jones, and Coach Gillespie. Some opposing team was on the field as we came from the Vol Walk, and some serious class was displayed by our players and our head coach.
What did they do?
Well, it seemed to be some join going on from our Austin Peay foes. And they decided they want to say something out of line to our coach. And it was interesting. I've never been in the stadium prior to the walk. So I was there yesterday early. And Coach proceeded to walk away. Coach Terry Fair came over. Tiny, some other linemen came, and they moved to the side. And Austin Peay were
woofing.
At least woofing. And I've never seen anything like that, but that part is something that our Tennessee fans need to understand. That was a class
because they just walked away?
Because they walked away and did not even draw back. And they're talking to our head coach.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, did the talking on the scoreboard.
Exactly.
Why, if you're Austin Peay,
how stupid is that if you're Austin Peay?
Well, and if you're anybody.
All right, so you saw class. What did you see was positive yesterday, Shazon?
Well, first of all, I saw Coach Johnny Majors on the Gymtron. It was the most awesome thing I think I've ever saw in my life. And after I was done playing the game, I thought I'd never ever feel like that I could actually play another play. But after seeing that, I was just like, wow. I may be able to play 5 or 6 plays. It was unbelievable. He looked wonderful. He was doing the old give him the leg, take it away, give him the leg, take it away. Exactly what he told us. And I'm going to call him up this week because I actually think I could give him a couple of pointers and make him a better runner. I'm going to call him this week.
All right. Was there anything during the game that you guys liked on the field?
No penalties. They were having fun. They were just great. In terms of they had the swagger, no mistakes, no penalties on offense. That's almost unheard of. Let's do a little research and see if has there anybody had a first game with the coach for the first time and there was no penalties.
That's a good point. All right, negatives? Did you see any negatives?
I think you got to put it in perspective. Austin Peay has lost 17 straight road games. That's one of the worst teams in the country. You could easily get overconfident because that was such a bad team. They probably couldn't even beat Maryville High School.
Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. So, as far as I'm concerned, an opponent is an opponent. They're not there because they're great golfers. They're there because they're great football players. On scholarship, by the way.
All right, Nathan Peterman's performance. Shaky, guys. Shaky. I think that's a negative. That's a concern.
I was unimpressed with the second team offense that played the entire second half. That offensive line didn't seem like they got a lot of push done. I didn't think Nathan Peterman played very well. But can I throw out one positive that I'm surprised neither one of these guys mentioned?
This segment's gone completely off the rails. Anyway,
Chuck Webb back in the house, guys.
My man.
Chuck Webb was honored before the game, legend of the game.
One of the greatest running backs to probably ever play the game. A totally changed man. Chuck Webb is not the Chuck Webb that we used to know.
Yeah.
Chuck Webb's a good man now.
Okay. What do you think, Sterling? Any other positives from the game?
The biggest positive from that game is that we played almost everyone that dressed. And somebody's got some experience now.
Yeah.
We played almost everyone that dressed in that game. And that's fantastic for our Tennessee football
10
team.
true freshmen, I think 7 redshirt freshmen. I mean, you're getting almost 20 freshmen on the field.
Incredible.
Well, I came in as a true freshman, and I played as a true freshman. And yes, I got my nose busted more than one time. But see, and that's the name of the game. And I see one thing about it. You can talk about Bobby Petrino. You can talk about all the great coaches in America. But I tell you something, boys, you better keep an eye on this guy named Butch Jones.
Yes, sir.
Because if you don't, he gonna slide up on you, son. And let me tell you, what he's doing is he's getting everybody ready. Everybody's got to get some snaps. Everybody's got to get the feel of the game.
While you're getting everybody ready, you let one Austin Peay receiver have 3 catches for 80 yards. What's a guy from Oregon going to do if you got one guy from Austin Peay getting 3 catches for 80
I tell you
yards?
what, I'd rather have one guy from any team having a great game because you can't win a game of football with one guy having a great game. I'm going to believe
unless
that.
unless that one guy's Johnny Manziel.
How many times did Tennessee's defense knock the ball loose? How many fumble recoveries did you have?
How many penalties we have?
Hey, let me throw something at you. I was a little concerned, guys. You're going up against Austin Peay. Granted, Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson, but you should have shown more. You should have had more of a speed advantage. That concerned me a little bit for Tennessee. You didn't see a lot of speed advantage, especially in that second half.
And maybe this. Go ahead.
You have to crawl before you walk. Right now we're crawling.
They were crawling. You're right. That's why they were slow.
We're putting in the basics. The basics in order for the kid. First of all, they got to know the assignments, know the area, and know exactly what's going on. And just a little bit, they're gonna learn to take on half a man. I don't have to be the whole man. I just got to be the half a man. Once they learn that, they turn the ears back. We got pass rush.
Was anybody concerned that they didn't really show the ability or throw the ball down the field?
But I think that, I think that has to be a concern as well.
23 yards, longest completion.
The quarterback play, I thought Worley managed it well, but he does not have the strongest of arm. He had a little bit of that Matt Sims windup. And Peterman, I was a little surprised. I had to go digging. I didn't realize he's listed as 6'2". There were a couple of behind the quarterback shots. He might have had a hard time looking over his own linemen. So there are some concerns with the quarterback. I thought they were efficient. I thought it was a good first effort for Worley. But there are some question marks.
And even at halftime, too, Butch Jones was really upset about the kickoff coverage. And, you'll watch and see that. If that doesn't improve, you'll get a couple of those broke a long way against them.
First game of the season, you never open up the playbook.
Okay. All right, very good. Guys, I appreciate it. When we come back, Will Overstreet is going to be here, and we're going to break down a little pass rush for you in our advanced football segment. Much more to come on the Enrichment Sports Source. Come on back.